everyone, it's Nicole and I have another layout and it is using the February Studio Calico kit, and I did pull out quite a few things from my stash. I pulled out those little houses from Prima, some Technique Tuesday stamps, and the La La Land craft die, the little heart. And then I did pull out a tag to, I believe it's Amy Tangerine. It was just kind of sitting in one of my bowls there, and it says Dream. So this is into response to I was participating in 2 National Scrapbook Day challenges yesterday. One was at scrapbooknerds.com and the other one was at 2Ps. And 2Ps you have till the end of the week to upload your stuff, and Scrapbook Nerds you have till Monday. So I still plan on doing, a few layouts today, and these were all done yesterday, but the voice recorder takes so long. Not so much the voice recorder, but to upload it to iMovie takes forever. So I still have 3 more to upload. So it'll get there eventually. So at first, and this was, the challenge was they had come up with a sketch, and so you had to do the page exactly like they had done. The only thing that I did a bit different is their cluster was to the right and I put mine to the left. Because of my tag, I couldn't, the way the word was going, I couldn't flip it the other way. Plus, if I would have put it on the other side, it would have covered a lot of the stuff that I didn't want covered. So it should have been sitting where it is right now. But because of my tag and everything, I just kind of slip it over to the left side. And I have to say, this is layout 17 out of 50. It took me an hour and 4 minutes to complete, and it's probably my least favorite layout. And I'm kind of wondering if it wasn't because it was a sketch and I felt like I was constrained to that sketch. I don't know. I don't know if that was it or not, but I don't hate it, but it was probably my least favorite. And I have to say, this morning when I got up to, there's a spot where I put washi tape. I did go and I put some Glitz wood grain washi tape over top too, so that kind of helped it too. It kind of helped ground it a little bit, but you won't see it on the videos or in the still pictures. But just wherever there's washi tape, I did put some wood grain one, and that's where you see where I'm trying to figure out, okay, it's supposed to be on that side but it doesn't fit, so I just kind of move everything over. And then the word dream is cut out and it wasn't going to stick out, so I just glue it on a piece of that yellow paper that came in the kit. And I'm going to cut a doily in 2, and I put one at the bottom left and one at the top right underneath that tag. And then they kind of had a strip to the side of the layout, so I just cut another piece of that yellow and just put it to the left side, just so that there was more than one spot that had yellow on the page. And then I do end up putting little flags on the bottom, and that's going to be yellow too. So then there's 3 spots where there's yellow. And again, that banner die is my favorite. I could use it on every layout. I think I do take it out and then I kind of put it away because, I can't use it on every layout, but I don't regret buying that die at all. And at this point, I'm just going through the stuff that I had taken out for the layout and trying to figure out what else I'm going to put on this layout. And I'm looking at the sketch too, trying to figure out, where they had everything so I could follow the sketch. So I'm going to cut out that die using that yellow paper. And I don't know why, but the first time I put it through, it doesn't cut. And that usually doesn't happen, especially since I bought that new die. So I don't know if I had the plate's kind of wonky and the pressure just wasn't there, but so I have to cut it out a few more times so I can get because I want 2 pieces of it. Sorry, I was taking a sip of coffee. I just woke up about half an hour ago. So at this point, I'm still putting those dies through, and I'm going back and forth a few times because I want to make sure that it does cut all the way through. And again, it cuts out the little heart all the way through, so I don't want, all different colors underneath and that you can see the photo. So I'm going to put a little piece of paper in behind each little heart so that it's sort of uniform. So I end up cutting that blue paper that I matted the photos with. I'm going to cut a little piece of that blue paper and sticking it in behind. So this is where there we go. So I'm just going to cut, and I don't measure. I just kind of take my scissors and cut a piece of paper that looks like it might fit on that heart. And then I'm going to take my quick dry adhesive and I'm going to glue it down. And I'm going to try and remember, someone did ask about that Facebook challenge. And I'm going to try and remember and put it in the description for every video. Because I had put it at the beginning, but that was 17 layouts ago. So you'd have to go far to find it. So I'm going to try and put it down at every video. So if somebody wants to join in, it's a lot of fun. It's a nice group of ladies and kind of all encouraging each other to get 50 projects done. I'm going to do 50 layouts just because I don't do cards. And even some of the challenges for the National Scrapbook Day, it was like, make a card. I'm like, no. And that's just my personal feeling on it. To me, it's, I feel like I'm wasting my time because to spend that much time and then the person looks at it and then throws it in the trash. No thanks. I'm just going to go to the store and buy a card. And again, that's just my personal feeling on it. And years ago, I used to do cards all the time. And I don't know, now I just want to work on my scrapbook because it's something that is going to be there forever. And mini albums. And even at that, for the last probably 5 months, I stopped making mini albums. And it's mainly because in this house, I just don't have room to put them out or to even store them. So I'm just waiting till I get in my new house and then I'll have lots of room. And then I'm going to do 3D projects like crazy once I get in there. So I'm kind of trying to catch up on my scrapbooking until then. So this is where I decide to use one of those little Prima houses. They are so cute. I think there's 45 in a package. They're totally adorable. I really like them. Yes, 45 pieces. And they have different ones, and I only bought the houses. I'll have to, once I'm able to shop again, I'll have to get a few of the different ones because I really like them. And then I took out some of those Prima hearts too. And those are not from last month's kit because I used up all those hearts from last month. These are from my stash. I had bought them even before we had gotten them in the kit, but I used the ones from the kit first. So I'm going to start gluing everything down. I kind of have an idea of how I want everything to sit because, it was a sketch. So now I'm going to glue everything down. On the sketch, they didn't have those, the doilies, but I figured I still kind of stayed true to the sketch. I just added stuff to it so that I wouldn't feel that it was, too plain. So this is where I put, I want to use washi that was from the kit. So I used that ombre one and I just cut it in half. And then I'm going to put some under the tag. But this is where today I went and put some wood grain tape. I want to put the tape in behind the photo there, and I printed my own photos here with my Picture Made show, and there's no way it was gonna take the color off the photo, so I just left it. So with the October afternoon, I think they're called Honey Sticky Keys, I put Our House, and then the word dream was there, so it's Our Dream House. And those sticky keys, I have to say, I have tons of those round alphabets in my stash, and I've never used them. And even in the last few months, I stopped buying them because I was like, well, I don't use them, so there's no sense buying them. But that's what I like about these kits, is it makes you kind of use stuff that you're not used to. So because it was in the kit, I started using them, and there's not a lot left on the sheet. Like, I can probably make a few more words, but I'm running out of quite a few letters. So I'm gonna start taking them out of my stash and start using them because I really like them. So while I was chatting, I did use the little house that was in my Amy Tangerine stamp set, and I just stamped it on that tag, and I used Buttercup Hero Arts ink, and now I'm putting foam tape in behind those flags. And sorry, I didn't think about pulling up the page so that you could see me putting foam tape, but all I did was put foam tape in behind each little flag, and then I glued it down, and I used my humongous roll. And then I put ink on that heart. It's the pool ink from Hero Arts. And then I use my Buttercup, and then I just distress all around the tag. So I'm just going to glue it down. And then I'm going to glue down that heart and that house. And if somebody asked if I preferred glue sticks or wet glue, and I haven't used glue sticks in about probably 6 years, and they're probably all dried up and all gross in my stash, and I probably should get rid of them. But I do love wet glue. It's much easier to control, and you just put it on and done and over with. So I did put another little Prima heart on top of that house, and then I'm going to glue down that chevron, and that chevron came in from my stash. It is Studio Calico, and I did put some twine on that tag too. I missed that. And then I don't have a lot of enamel dots left from my kit, but I did have a few that matched or coordinated with this page, so I'm going to put some on my layout. This is also layout 17 for my February kit, because when I started the challenge I was just starting my February kit. So this means I got 17 pages done out of February, and actually I have page 18 and 19 already completed, but I believe 19 there's hardly anything from the kit, and that's only because of the challenge. But that should be up hopefully tonight sometime. And I'm going to work on page 20 and 21 today. So I'm leaving on Wednesday for a week, so I really want to get my February kit done and over with. And if possible, I'd love to do my Kill a Kit video too before I leave, but I don't know how realistic that is, but I'm sure going to try. So when I come back, I can start on my March kit. So at this point, I went through my stuff and got my Glimmer Glaze And I got 3 colors. I got a blue, a brown, and a yellow. And I almost started splattering without putting anything on my pictures and then realized, so I just took a piece of one of the bags, and I have so many of those bags now that instead of taking out the box, I'm just taking the bags and putting it underneath and splattering my layouts. And I am making a mess on my desk, so I'll have to start using my box again. But that's it. Oh no, I decided to, it just felt like the page wasn't grounded, so I used a paintbrush and one of my Glimmer Glaze and just kind of drew an outline all around the page. And I don't worry about going straight because there's no way I could do it, so I purposely go all crooked so that I don't have to worry about, like I said, making sure the line is straight. So that's it. The page is done. And like I said, I hope to upload a few videos today, and the pages are all done, but it's just a matter of waiting for the computer to process them. So thanks for watching. Bye.